Yes.
First, I would like to thank my team for the effort that they gave, just the ability to not quit. And we fought the whole game. We executed the game plan, made some adjustments, and thank these two for having a tremendous game, and Antoine for a tremendous shot at the end.
If you have questions, please raise your hand and we'll get the questions from our
Antoine, talk about that shot. Was that a play designed for you to take that? Just talk about that shot and play.
First of all, I just want to give all the credit out to the coaching staff and my teammates for trusting in me. And actually, the play was designed for me to get to the rim, but I kind of seen my defender bagging off, which is a great defender, and I took the shot.
You seem to, I guess, over the last couple of games, kind of have a knack for the big moment. I mean, how much have you grown, do you feel, from the beginning of the year to where you're at now?
This is very important to us, because we've been having such a hard year, a lot of ups and downs. So, to win the tournament, it will be big for this program. It would be big for my teammates, the staff, everyone, So we here, we might as well get it done.
Antoine, tell about hitting the game-winning shot in your hometown. I mean, do you dream something like coming back home and hitting the game winner?
Yeah, I always dream about hitting big shots like this. Who wouldn't, as a basketball player, especially in my hometown. It was a big shot, and I was excited. But I knew the game wasn't over, so we on to the next one. It was a good win for us.
Antoine, you missed a couple free throws before that shot. How big was that for you to make it?
It would have been real big, Them were some big free throws I missed. But I seen there was still a lot of time still left on the clock, and the game is not over, So we still have a ball game to finish, and we were able to finish the ball game.
Devoncio, would you talk a little bit? I'm right here, Devoncio. You guys had come back in the second half and then kind of let them slip away. Can you talk, what was the talk about rallying, coming back? What was it that got you guys rolling on the comeback late?
Coach just kept saying, keep fighting. The game's not over. We had a chance, and guys, we believed in one another, believed in what Coach was saying, and that was big for us and helped us pull the win out tonight.
You guys, if you'd been in a game like this before where you had a lot of, anybody can answer this, I guess, but you had a lot of opportunities that just didn't quite pan out, and maybe earlier in the season if that had happened, would a different result have taken place, but you feel like there's a lot of growth in the team that you can pull out a win in a game like this and overcome all those hurdles. Is that real progress the team has made?
Yes, definitely. Coach, when we beat Kent, he said it's a new season for us, so we're just trying to put all that behind us. Move forward, stay together, through the ups and downs. Teams are going to make runs, but we're going to make runs as well. We just got to defend.
Yeah, missing layups, missing shots, that's all part of the basketball game. But at the end of the day, if it's still time left on the clock, like I said, the game isn't over, and we got to continue to push and fight till that clock says 0, and that's what we did tonight.
Going into this tournament, we felt we can beat any team in our league. The games that we lost, we were right there. Missed free throws against Western Michigan, 15-32, difference in the game. We lose by 6. Buffalo, we give up 21 points on 18 offensive rebounds or something like that. That's the game. It was always something that kept creeping up that cost us the game. Towards the end, we were able to put it together, and we made some free throws, and we got some stops, and we were able to rebound as a team, and that's been the difference. So tomorrow's a new day.
Definitely.
Coach, you were outscored by 6 in the first.
Coach, any more questions for DiMaggio or Antoine? If not, gentlemen, would you get back to the locker room?
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
For questions now, okay?
Thank you.
Coach, you were outscored by 6 in the first half, and you outscored them by 9. What was said in the locker room that changed the momentum?
Can't say it right now. Nah. The main thing we talked about was getting stops, and our ability to get stops. If we can get stops, we can score on these guys. And taking it one possession at a time, and we wanted to attack them. Spencer Parker wasn't able to get off as he usually is able to. Antoine was able to step up big time for us. DiMaggio, all the guys contributed to what we wanted to do, and we were able to execute our game plan, and we never gave up. We fought the whole way. The one thing I told them is going to be runs. It's going to be some runs where it's going to go in our favors, some runs that's going to go in their favors. But let's stay steady and continue to fight and just never give up, one stop at a time. And once we started to get the stops at the end, they got a little tight, and that was the difference in the game.
After the Kent State game, we talked about Antoine and the confidence that he carries, and after inserting him into the starting lineup. But how much growth have you seen with him from day one or week one, whatever, to where we're at now?
Tremendous growth. He's a kid he's a worker. I know a lot of guys use that term and they use it loosely, but he works. When he came in, he was probably 170 pounds. He's probably up to 190 right now. And his size and just his body worked on that. And then his game. He stays in every day after practice. He put in an extra 45 minutes working on his shot, which has improved. His free throws, everything has improved. The one thing that held him back was his consistent energy that he brings. When he brings that, the sky's the limit for him. And he's been bringing it the last several games, and that's what put him into the starting lineup, and I think he's there to stay.
Hey, Coach, Lillard has some kind of swagger in him. Have you seen it? This is the first time you see from a freshman that comes into the camp like this. It just look like he wants to take over.
He's not afraid of the moment. He's a kid that, whether that shot went in, I wouldn't hesitate to do it again for him, and I know he'll be back. And he loves this moment. This is his time. So hopefully he can continue to grow as a player and continue to get better. I have no doubt that he will. And, the sky's the limit for a kid like that.
Coach, you kind of got in late into the recruiting season, and here you got two true freshmen and a redshirt freshman that played a lot of minutes tonight. Does that make you feel a lot better about that second half of the season when you guys struggled down the stretch?
It's a team game. So you look at everybody for leadership, and those guys stepped up as freshmen and was willing to lead. So I had to allow them to lead, and they've been doing a great job. The future looks bright for us with those guys coming back, and I think whatever they want to do is I'm with them 100%. So definitely going to improve and get better as years go on and they get bigger and stronger and understand the game more. We still, at the end of the day, they're freshmen, possibly sophomores by now at this late stage in the season, but still have a lot of room to grow. And the one thing, they're workers. Those guys are going to come in and work, and they'll get better. And we'll put some pieces around them, and we'll see what happens. But for now, it's Akron. So
I believe Antoine said the original play call was for him to go to the hoop. What was your thought when you saw him pull up?
I thought I look at the stat sheets, and my assistants tell me all the time, and they said he had 4 threes up until that point. And when he pulled up, I just looked at it going in. So I didn't really. It's probably a different thought when he missed, if he missed that shot. So once it went in, the thought was, let's get back on defense. I didn't want them to get anything easy in transition, to get the score back. So, came up with a big stop at the end. And you just want to have your guys and, putting them in the right situations, especially at the end of the game, to understand how to win a game. I think we figured that out, and, it's on to the next one.
That next game, so you're playing the number 1 seed and you're the number 12 seed. On paper, it looks like a mismatch or something. But when you look at the maturity of your team and your freshmen that are playing so much more confidently than they had been now, how deceptive or misleading is 12 versus 1? How much better a team are you now than you would have been if you'd have played Akron in a situation like that a month or two ago?
A month or two ago, it's the same thing, one game. So our guys, we take it one game at a time. It's not something that we look at Akron and say, ooh, is Akron 12 against 1? I didn't know that until you just said it. So, no, it's something that, it's a game. We still have to go out and play. We still get dressed the same way. They get dressed the same way. It's not about what happened in the past. It's what's going to happen tomorrow. So I prepare my guys for the game tomorrow, not Akron beat us 2 times. Let's go. There's no need. We're not going to play. So that's the game. We got to play. We got to come out to play hard. We got to have that same energy, that same intensity, and then we'll see what happens.
Coach, would you talk a little bit about what was the adjustment on Fowler in the second half? Because he still scored his points like he did in the first half, but the assists, when you guys shut that down at least. What was the adjustment?
Going into the game, we wanted to control Fowler. We wanted to control Racing. Those were the 2 that destroyed us the first 2 games. So going in, we had to make an adjustment. We went over ball screens. We trapped ball screens. We pressed a little bit more to take some time off the clock. So we made several adjustments to what they do. We scouted the plays, and our guys understood the plays that they were running and were able to get over the top. We kept Simons in control, and we kept Simmons in control. The one thing I told our guys is that they're going to get tired as the game roll on. They played 31 minutes plus on those guys. They played 31, 33, 35, 37. It's a long time to play, and I said those guys are going to get tired at the end. They're going to wear down, and we'll be able to get everything we want. We were at the end of the game, and that was the difference in the game. Thank you, guys.